participants, mainly the three and the teams from the three states who are going to present success stories. First of all, I'll invite Dr. Suhane from BAU Sabur. Suhane, sir.
Yeah. Uh, Good morning, everyone. Particularly all the colleagues from Manage, SAMETI, and on BAU Sabor. On behalf of BAU Sabor, myself, Dr. RK Suhane, and Dr. Abhay Mankar, he is the Deputy Director Training. Besides that, 7 to 8 KVK senior scientist and head also join in this program. So first, I would like to thanks to Manage and BAMETI, who is given the opportunity to organize skill training of rural youth. We can say STRY. In this regard, we have the main objective of STRY stopping of rural youth migration to urban areas, provision of skill training to rural youth on various agri and allied activities to generate more mandates in the year, divert the farmers' taboos from monocropping to integrated farming, motivate the rural youth about their role in future farming in rural India. So in this regard, we have organized total 10 training program. 2 training program organized in the Bhagalpur itself from our directorate, and 8 program organized in the different KVK. As per objective of the program, we have chosen the different topic which is very important for that district as well as important for entrepreneurship development. Suppose we have organized in headquarter training program on nursery raising as well as KVK Rohtas organized fish farming and pond management. Nalanda is a very prominent district who is doing excellent job in the area of organic farming. Kishanganj district which expertise in dragon fruits. So similarly, Munger is organized training program on operating method, repairing, maintenance, and storage of different type of agriculture implements because we are promoting custom hiring. Similarly, Bhagalpur Banka organized training program nursery management, and Madhepura and Jahanabad, they both are organized seed production and processing because very important mandate of our state is the seed production, particularly oil seed and mushroom. Due to pandemic corona, we have organized late this training program from July to October. This is the main period we have organized the training program. We have known all of you aware about the pandemic COVID. We are facing problem till June in Bihar. Sir, we have received 42,000 budget for one training program. So we have organized 10 program and we have already submitted the utilization certificate to BAMETI and one copy also given to the Manage. Sir, we have major learning in this training program. We have given emphasis to choosing the migrant labor. We have given the task to the in training KVKs, please identify minimum 10 to 20% who is the main migrant labor because large number of migrant labor return to the Bihar. So we have tried to select in the training program and we have given the task to minimum 10 to 20% strictly from migrant labor. So more than 200 persons he belong to the migrant labor. So increase knowledge level of rural youth in agriculture allied sectors. Rural youth are aware for scientific approach in agriculture allied sector. They expressed agriculture and allied sector farming gives family supporting income throughout the year. Rural youth says the landless farmer connect with agriculture sector and income generate for family. So in this regard, we have because this program conducted from July to October. So we have not exactly given the how much income earned on by that group, but we can say we have developed as a master trainer because Manage says that we have trained by these rural youth to again other farmers of that villages. So we have trained as a master trainer of that village. One Srimati Lalita Devi, she is belong to Kishanganj district. And she taken the training from Kishanganj on organic farming of dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is very costly affair, but with the support of state government as well as KVK, we have provided 50 dragon fruits plants for the same. And again, she propagated about 50 more plants from her orchard, and she also given to the training program and motivate to the other farmers of that village, particularly Chapati village block or Thakurganj block. So this is doing very excellent job in dragon fruit. Similarly, some other rural youth also uh, apply. Suppose one farmers from fisheries from Rohtas doing with the support of state government, she started their fisheries fish production program, particularly fish seed production. Similarly, some entrepreneur using as a nursery management. Some youth started their nursery business management, but because we have finished this training program on October, so we can not say how much income doing by the rural youth on that aspect, but we are studying on continuous studying on how many income and how many started their business. We have given the task to our KVKs to please follow up the rural youth who trained under STRY program. Say some glimpses of STRY training in different KVK as well as headquarters. Similarly, we have given much focus on practical aspects of the training program, how to prepare the nursery, how to prepare the fish pond. So we have major emphasis given on the how to conduct training program practically. This is the newspaper coverage where simply we have given the module 5 days training program for module from each topic. Every KVK prepared module on the basis of model given by the BIU Sabor. And we have also identified expert who belong to their very field, so they are very knowledgeable person and provide good knowledge to STRY. This is the overall presentation of Bihar Agriculture University. So again, I would like to thanks to manage to given the opportunity to train 280 peoples, and particularly more than 50 belong to the migrant labor who have trained and given the opportunity to train and started their entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing this success story and also the progress of the journey in Bihar. Now I'll request Dr. Dil Mohammad Makdumi from Sher Kashmir University. He is Director Extension Education, and he will be presenting a success story on waste management through composting and vermi composting.
Thank you, sir. Sir, to begin with, I want to share a very positive piece of information with you, sir. In our previous meeting, we were given 8 training programs additional for the aspirational districts. I have pleasure to inform you, sir, 6 of the programs for my 2 aspirational districts is already completed till yesterday. And 2 more programs are in progress and they will be completing by 26th of this month, sir. So coming to today's webinar, sir, this is the strategy of my staff here. I did have 3 deputy directors. One is from the deputy director extension here in the directorate, Dr. Faranaz Rasulji, and then we have 2 more ladies, Chief Engineer Kuratul and Dr. Rushiba Manzoor. They are my deputy directors in SAMETI. This was the online training program that we did conduct for the extension personnel under SAMETI Kashmir. We did conduct 27 number of such programs with 1,080 participants. And once I give you a glimpse of these programs that we did undertake, it was the certificate course for the pesticide dealers and distributors. 39 batches we did complete with 15 to 20 participants. Sir, then we did have a series of programs on certificate courses of pesticide dealers and distributors. So we did complete 39 batches with 1,520 participants, and the parallel program that we run was the certificate course for the fertilizer input. And so this was in fact the session plan that we did have a series of sessions for these trainings, and the courses were dealt in depth. This was my learned faculty that have interacted with these people. And coming to the details, we have a wonderful young energetic boy, the Altaf Hussain Ganai, 30-year-old, a graduate, and he's having a good land holding. unusual because we do have 0.8 acre holding here in Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, but he is having a quite good point now, almost approximately 5 acres of land, and he will have a cropping pattern of paddy, oilseeds, oats, apple, and walnut. The major learning from the skill-based training program, as expressed by the rural youth, was the complete understanding of the vermicompost process, then vermiculture processing, harvesting and selling of the vermicompost, and of course the marketing of the produce. So the major learning from the skill-based training program as expressed by him, I have just told you in detail. We tried our every effort was to minimize the cost and give him the maximum profit. The modifications that were introduced by Mr. Altaf Hussain Ganai, the budding entrepreneur, based on the learning explained in the previous slides. Saving of the vermicompost, just to say the labor as I submitted, then marketing of the compost, absolutely no problem. He has the customers at his door gate, then establishment of dairy unit, of course, from the byproducts he could get this vermicompost, and also try to capture why he was not able to adopt these changes earlier, and how did the program leading help him in going for these changes. And in fact, he produced 40 to 50 quintals of the vermicompost, which you'll be just listening from his mouth itself, that will give you a very good negative. These are some of the visuals from the site. These are the visuals, sir. This is the produce. How does he does the job? And this, in fact, is the work. I had the unique opportunity, sir, of inaugurating his this unit in the month of May. It was May or July, and you could see how jubilant the poor farmers around his venue were, and everybody came and they were celebrating and cheering at the team of my KVK and my potential people working in the SAMETI associated with this training program. Out of this concrete, how do we say to save the dryness and ensure that discharging the drainage from this area so that we could decrease the time that is going to take for the formation of this, the vermicompost. And apparently, by the technique we suggested, he is going to save 1 week of his produce.
मेरा नाम है अल्ताफ हुसैन गनाई। मैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट अनंतनाग शांगरन डूरू में रहता हूँ। हमने ये यूनिट यहाँ पे एस्टैब्लिश किया है जो 5-6 मरले पर मुश्तमिल है। इसमें हमने वर्मी कंपोस्ट यूनिट स्टार्ट किया है। इससे पहले हमने ट्रेनिंग के अनंतनाग में ली है। पिछले साल भी ट्रेनिंग की है वहाँ पे, लगभग 6-7 दिन में वहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग की। इस साल भी हमने ट्रेनिंग की वहाँ पे, 1-2 ट्रेनिंग आज किया है वहाँ पे, और इसके अलावा एक और ट्रेनिंग की है STRY, वो भी की है। और हम इसके बाद हमने एक मशवरा किया है कि घर वालों के साथ हम एक यहाँ पे एक यूनिट एस्टैब्लिश किया करेंगे। तो फिर हमने ये यूनिट स्टैंड किया है। इसमें लगभग 30 क्विंटल 2 मंथ्स के बाद निकलता है। पहला हार्वेस्ट क्या है 50 क्विंटल 50 क्विंटल किया है इसमें पहले, और इसके बाद भी अभी जो तैयार है यहाँ पे लगभग 40-45 क्विंटल ये सभी भी तैयार है यहाँ। लेकिन यहाँ पे हमें 2-3 मुलाजिम भी काम कर रहे हैं, 2-3 मुलाजिम भी काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ इस यूनिट में। अब हम इससे आगे और बढ़ाएंगे ये यूनिट, जिसमें 4-5 लड़के काम करेंगे। तो हमने यहाँ पे इसकी बदौलत से हमने ये यूनिट स्टैंड किया है, और हमें इसके शुक्रगुजार भी हैं इनके अनंतनाग की, वहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग की है, और इसी बदौलत से हमने स्टार्ट किया है।
This was, sir, in brief the narration by Mr. Ganai, how he was saying establish the unit and very content while narrating his success story. And in fact, there are a couple of people around in his vicinity who too are of the opinion that they are going to help him by way whatever the cattle manure is available in their domestic household, they are going to contribute it with him, and they are going to give him the supplies so that the cost is further marginalized. And in that way, we can make it as a society who can contribute to the manure, this gentleman. And I'm hopeful that in the days to come, some more such compost units in the same village uh, likely to come up, and we are hopeful that this industry will get a good boost. In terms of the vermicompost, because there is, a trend of vermicomposting units is going on, and I'm hopeful that this will be a roadmap for the rest people to follow. So with this, thank you very much. I have a little bit of regrets because the internet didn't permit us to run the show the way we expected. So, sir, thank you very much, and thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing this success story on vermicomposting and how the knowledge gained through a STRY program has helped a rural youth in scaling up an enterprise. Now I'll again go back to Dr. Anil, his presentation on makhana processing, marketing, and branding.
Honorable Director Research, Honorable Director Extension Sir, and Dr. Shalendra Sir. Today I am going to present makhana processing, marketing, and branding from Bihar. Why STRY training program is organized at this local? The security summary. The eastern embankment of river Kosi from Birko, Supal, and Salkhua, Saharsa, due to continuous sedimentation, river bed is elevated 10 to 15 feet higher than the cultivated lands outside of the embankment. And this leads to continuous seepage of river water in farmland up to 3 to 5 kilometer horizontal distance from embankment are continuously get waterlogged. It affected lakhs of hectares of cultivated land. But practically, these farmers are landless as their land became unsuitable for raising crops. These waterlogged areas can be utilized by adoption of makhana-based cropping and as well as farming system. These are the topics covered under STRY training programs. The glimpse of training STRY training program organized at PPSC Purnia, funded by Manage, and these are the topics covered under 7 days STRY training program. These are the resource persons: Dr. Parasnath, myself, and Dr. Tapan Gurai, Dr. GL Chaudhary, Dr. Ruby Saha, Dr. M.K. Sharma, and Dr. Sujay Prasad. The one young farmers, Sri Agrawal Kumar, age of 32, at 8th class. They have land only 11 acres and for lease out 50-acre lands for cultivation of makhana and makhana cum fish farming, and enrich their income. These are the situation. Waterlogged area. The farmers are able to only cultivate boro paddy and garma paddy, or the rest of the area waterlogged. They are till date unsuitable or underutilized. Three types of lands of situation in this region. First, the waterlogged water stagnation in the July month up to 1 to 2 feet and dry in the month of October. The second type of land situation is that the water logging situation is in the July 3 to 4 feet and dry out in the month of January and February, and deep lowland water. The water stands in the July month 7 to 10 feet and inundated throughout the year. We have generated three situations in different technology, and the farmers are adopted for the enhancement of the production and productivity of these lands. The farmers are Mr. Agrawal Kumar adopted these these farming cropping systems and increase the increase the level up to 1:5 BC ratio. Makhana and makhana come fish farming. These are the photographs. The farmers are adopted the Sabar Makhana 1 and the yield enhancement, the yield in 30 to 5 quintals in comparison to income as compared to 12 or 20 quintals per hectare, and the maximum crop recovery was observed in the Sabar Makhana 1. This variety is also released by CBRC. Income performance of the variety at the farmers in the Mr. Agarwal field, the ill in hand only the traditional variety that got 18 to 20 quintals per hectare and crop recovery only 40 to 45. The net profit gain by 82,625. But they are after adoption of Sabar Makhana 1. The yield increase yield 1822 to 30 to 35 quintals and crop recovery 55 to 60%. In terms of quantifiable, the difference of yield and profitability due to the yield improvement in 75% and improvement in quality 15% and increase in profitability 133%. The major learning from the skill-based training program as expressed by the rural youth, the high quality professional competence in makhana production, processing and value addition and marketing, skill development and confidence able to start their own enterprise in makhana based product developments. He become job providers rather than job seekers, well versed in the production of makhana introduced by the rural farm, the makhana and makhana cum fish farming pond system and makhana mustard in field system. There is a misconception among the people that the fish production cannot be done along with the makhana, but the scientific knowledge was given during the STRY training program. Now he has successfully involved in the scientific cultivation of makhana and makhana cum fish in the pond system and makhana and mustard in the field system. Impact as a result of changes adopted after going through the programs, the horizontal spread of makhana-based cropping and farming system among the traditional as well as new generation farmers in adjoining localities. Simultaneously, improvement in quality of the seed produced, enhanced sellability of the raw seed due to the improvement in the cropping quality, improvement in the resource use efficiency and reduce of losses due to insect pest and attack, enhance the yield, enhance the production, productivity and profitability of water underutilized wetlands, lowland, shorelands, waterlogged area without eroding the natural resource. No need for the farmers to adopt any special practices involved in complexity, increase the profitability by more than 100%. These are the visuals at the farmers field of Mr. Agarwal. And the glimpses of makhana production system, the seed germinated to nursery, and after these are the main at the time of full bloom of the makhana cultivation. These are traditional processing systems. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anil, for sharing the success story on makhana processing. Now we will go to the third state, Odisha, and we are having two success stories from Odisha. One is on mushroom cultivation and other one is on IPM in vegetable cultivation. So now I'll invite Mr. Kali Charan from IMES Odisha. Kali Charan ji.
And respected Dr. Sailendra and the dignitaries from Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare and all officers from across the country, SAMETI officials, and I myself Kalicharan Behra from IMES Odisha, and my presentation is mushroom cultivation shows the direction for improved livelihood. Sir, before that I am just sharing about our SAMETI. It is an autonomous and registered organization established on 2nd October 1997. We have many. We have linkage between Institute of Outstanding Accomplishment in the field of agriculture and allied subject areas. We have also various management tool and techniques to develop and developed modules and organized individual training for senior and middle level officers of agriculture and allied departments. And we are also making collaboration with state and national level institutes and sharing faculty resources. We are also providing consultancy in the field of agriculture extension management and other activities like watershed management programs. So we have the staff position like this, and 22 staffs are there. Our chief director is leading our organization. We have just 50% of staff is managing this organization. We have various infrastructures in our organizations, structural halls and conference halls of various capacities, and with well equipped conference hall and accommodation is also there, hostel accommodations, AC and non-AC rooms, and a new farmers hostel is also ready for use, and other facilities. We have also library facilities, air conditioned library facilities having 6,000 books and journals. This is about our US facilities, sir. Then we'll directly switch over to the success story of mushroom production. That is for both paddy straw and oyster mushroom. Paddy straw mushrooms. Sir, we have a training program on mushroom cultivation of 7 days duration course, 6 days theory and practicals, 56 training hours, sir. Sir, 25th February 2019, we have organized the program. Sir, both men and women will participate there, sir. Training venue was near the Nayagaon district headquarters. There we have the course modules, both practical and theories. Actually, the mushroom cultivation scopes in our state is very high demand. That is why people are encouraged to cultivate mushroom, both oyster and paddy straw mushrooms. This is our training modules, and then sir, both training, both practical and theory were conducted. Then sir, our research persons were also involved from various fields and Nayagaon Atma programs and Deputy Agriculture also, and various government department and agriculture department officers also there, and Atma equity also there, and with the help of our one NGO, Nirman, we have also organized the training programs, and that is the outcome from of that training was that the participant received a fair knowledge on mushroom cultivation, preservation and marketing. Participants were able to use their skill for employment generation as well as extending service for farmer and entrepreneur in their local areas. Participants are able to understand the basic modification and production technology to minimize the cost and maximize the profit per unit area. All the participants are able to prepare, plan and budget mushroom cultivation under low cost and protected cultivation. Actually, one of the success person, Mrs. Mamata Pradhan, is about 38. He was done the cultivation of mushroom. He is a housewife and they were engaged in Delhi wage laborers in the village Kaluchia Ali near Nayagaon district headquarters. Farming is their only sources of income for Kharif and the rest of the year they were here able to Delhi wage laborers. We have intervened giving the training to that lady, and with the help of an NGO, Nirmana, skill training program, with the help of Atma Nayagaon and emails, and also help of manage. During the period, she has trained the bed preparation and bed parts of the cutting, wetting, and sterilizing straws, only mixing with polythene, etc. for mushroom cultivation. It was purely and She is incoming initially. She has harvested 5 to 6 mushroom beds subsequently. Enhance the production to 30 kg of mushroom with 20 beds. Currently, she is selling mushroom of 120 kg per kg. An average cost of cultivation 70 per kg. At present, she is selling approximately 30 kg of mushroom daily at Nayagarh market with an income of 1,000 to 1,000. And this is the success of our in picture. And this is all about my lesson. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, Rajesh, if you are ready, you can also present your success story.
Namaskar and a very good morning to all of you. Respected sir, respected Deputy Director of Manage, Dr. Sulendra sir, and Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, Government of India. Now I am going to present the success story on skill training of rural youth. The title was Integrated Pest Management in Vegetable Crops, and training has been conducted on December 7th to 12th December 2020. And, sir, total course was divided into 17 theory and 7 practical, out of which, and all the course has been sequentially we have conducted. So one by one, I just focus on the session plan. First one was need and importance of IPM in vegetables. Next, maximum vegetables like brinjal, tomato, chili, cabbage, cauliflower, lettuce finger, different cucurbitaceous vegetables. Again, and we also visited the exposure visit on KVK campus, where IPM modules were implemented. Next, sir, nursery management for preventive measure were covered. Also, sir, after 2 to 3 classes or session, we have consolidated of previous sessions and also feedback of different youth. Then how to identify the different pests were also trained. What is the nature and symptoms of damage of different major pests of different vegetables? About life cycle and destructive stage of different pests, and regarding intercropping like border cropping, trap cropping, and cover cropping. Also trained and next also trained in ETL. What is ETL or EIL level, and what is the importance of this point in IPM, and how to use different pesticide equipments were showing. And these are the name all the resource person from our KBK and from other agricultural line department. And now detail of youth covered under success story is Purnachandra Sabara, age of 30 and completed a metric. His agricultural land, the 5 acres, of which irrigated 2.5 acres. Cropping pattern and the total crop area, that is food grain under 1.5 acres, and growing vegetables on 2.2 acres, and then oil seed 0.5 acres, and others, that is 0.5 acres. Now, sir, major learning from this STRY training program, the knowledge about identification of pest, their life cycle and nature of damage is important for proper pest diagnosis. Then proper pest management can be done by proper pest diagnosis. Or a need-based use of pesticide can reduce our cost of cultivation from that is feedback of different farmers or rural youth. And then integrated pest management practice is eco-friendly, and safe use of pesticide learning is very essential for a farmer. Next, sir, different constraints are point out that improper pesticide application by farmers does not solve problem but increase cost of cultivation and reduce yield. Then unscientific application of pesticide causes pest resurgence and also develop resistance of pest to insecticide. Next is impact from after getting the entire training program. Then all the youths are also ready to use the pesticide application technology as per training, which is cost effective and also eco-friendly. Then they are aware of benefits of IPM, and all trainees agree to disseminate the IPM technology of STRY program to all the farmers for local benefits. Then effect of farmers or youth. Then next coming to economics, which is comparative cost and return of IPM and non-IPM in brinjal. In case of brinjal, we have shown here. So just cost of plant production, that is in case of IPM, that is 11,200 in case of 1 acre area, sir. In case of IPM, 16,500, where the percentage is low as compared to non-IPM, that is minus 47.3%. And next come to yield, that is 126 quintal in case of IPM, whereas in non-IPM that is 114 quintal. Gross return also 10 in percentage, that is percentage increase in 10.5%. Then sir, gross cost, that is 58,500 in case of IPM, whereas in case of non-IPM that is 63, quite higher than IPM. Sir. Next coming to net return, which is increase yield as well as net return, that is 17.8%. And these are some photographs of that training program. Next, sir, impact on the farmers or youth. That is presently more farmers and youths are interested for application of IPM in different crops to get benefit the technology. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rajiv ji. Thank you very much, Team Odisha. I'll request, as I mentioned, we are having a senior officers from the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Extension Division, Sri Sanjay Kelikar ji.
Good morning to all. I'm very happy that more than 50 participants participate today's webinar. This is the 10th webinar, and Makhana and fish farming and the utilization of the wasteland, waterlogged sites for the Makhana production, their cost, their production, and the success to get the maximum more income from the available land. Makhana fish farming and Makhana mustard farming. I'm again very thankful to Bihar Agriculture University for presenting this success story. I'm again congratulate and thankful to SAMETI, DG Manage, and Shailendra ji for conducting these webinars. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your concluding remarks and for your participation. And as you highlighted, we actually need to, we sincerely actually express our thanks and acknowledgement to all the SAMETIs, nodal officers, program coordinators from different training institutes. And before we conclude, I just want to express our thanks to the ministry, the entire team who is looking after this or associated with the implementation with this component, especially Sanjay ji. He always make it a point to participate in these programs so that he gets an understanding actually what's happening at the ground. Thank you very much, sir, for your participation. Thank you very much.